Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. To throw again, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead it 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bills 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We play to win. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He was taken.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now they'll throw with Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Bills will move the chains.
1st down, Bills.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now it's Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jackson now. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bills 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete.
Hollywood Brown.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass.
It's now second.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to it, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Allen picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
44-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Jackson on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
By Justin Matabike. A loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Another run here with Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
42-yard line.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Andrews. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more, being chased out left. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bills 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Watch 39 team. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. Levi Wallace brought him down. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, no fourth quarter. The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Operating from the gun. Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he comes back with one complete.
Allen's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Allen again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills get a bit closer. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bills 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
And the Bills first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
7-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to keep it here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
At the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
4 yards.
To throw again is Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now,
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 12, incomplete. It's third down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Allen, got to have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense.